Hello, my name is Rob. I'm going to explain something about these three barbecues. This is the Lotus grill, the Grillerette and the Cobb barbecue. The differences are, first, Lotus grill has very specific, very small pieces of charcoal. It's their own brand and bags. The Grillerette runs on regular charcoal, not the huge pieces but the smaller pieces, and the Cobb runs on cobblestones. This is a kind of compressed material, but I will show you later. For a similar price, with the Cobb you have a lid, with the Grillerette you have a lid and a baking plate, and the Lotus grill you have a wire grid. The big difference is that with the Lotus grill the heat is in the middle and the heat flows away easily, where the Grillerette has a grill plate where the heat stays under, so more evenly heated, and the Cobb has similar, also the heat stays under. Other difference is that the Lotus and the Grillerette both have a fan. With the Lotus grill the battery holder is in the bottom, so if you need to change the batteries you need to put the barbecue upside down. If you use the Grillerette you can, during use, you can change the batteries, or you use the mini USB, so you don't need batteries at all. And the Cobb doesn't have any fan, so no batteries, and it's with one cobblestone you create a certain heat and that's it, you cannot change it. Where with Grillerette you can increase the heat by turning the fan more speed or lower, and the Lotus grill also you can increase the heat by changing the speed of the fan. Okay, let us show you how each is ready to go, and then show you the results of grilling. If you finally started the cobblestone, it can take a while, then there's a kind of stuff in there which starts burning by itself. So the cobblestone, after starting, heats up itself, and then it has a fixed temperature. Works with a gel container. We can put in regular gel. We don't need a specific type, but regular gel we put around the opening, because through the opening heat will come. We will put on the ventilator. We put on the ventilator, then we light the gel. You hear it starts to roar. You hear it more, and now the airflow blows the fire through the holes. And we put on regular charcoal. You hear that's really starting to hit the fire to the charcoal, so it heats up in just a couple of minutes, and you see there's no smoke at all. With the Grillerette they offer this grease collector to put in water, so that the grease from the food runs into the water, so you're sure you will have no smoke, and afterwards it will be very easy to clean. In just a couple of minutes you see that the bowl is full of hot charcoal, and we reduce the fan speed to about 50%. Okay, the last model is the Lotus grill. Lotus grill uses a very special gel. And we light the gel. We start the ventilator. Here's the vent. Then we put on the basket. Works quite similar to the, only you see that the charcoal is very fine. So you need very small pieces of charcoal. The bigger pieces don't seem to work. Then we have a little cap you put on, and then you can place the grid. It's always a little hassle to, yes, on the position, and you can lock it. That is nice about Lotus. And then we need to wait for the charcoal to heat up. So let's have a look at the temperatures. The temperatures after 7-8 minutes on the Cobb is about 270-280 degrees in the middle, and going to the side about 260, so it's very nice for grilling. If you then go to the Grillerette, we see that the temperature is quite a lot higher. It's 370 degrees in the middle, and in the side, what is it? 280, 300 degrees on the side. So that's about 20% higher temperature, so we can reduce the power a little bit of the Grillerette. Let's have a look at the Lotus grill. It's very hot at the bottom. And then the grill plate has a temperature of 230 degrees. And going to the side, it has about 190, 180 degrees. So that's not really hot. You need for grilling about 240 degrees at least. We just put on some food. We'll now put on some food on the other two barbecues. The temperature on the grill plate is about 240 degrees, but it's okay. Let's have a look. You see it's over 322 degrees, but very, very good. And if we go to Lotus grill, we see a temperature of about 220 degrees in the middle. And if we go to the side, it's about 140, 130 degrees. So that's not enough. See, the middle is very hot, but the outside is not good. If we turn this around, it looks okay. See, the middle is hot, the outside not. That's logical because of the temperature. The Grillerette, can have a look. If you need to add some water, yeah, water is almost finished. So we add some water. And we can of course put on the lid to increase the temperature. And the lid has a thermometer on the top, so you can easily see what temperature is inside. You see the sausages slide off easily, so you can put one in these slides. Yes, the other it's okay. You can turn it around a bit. You can put on the lid if you want. As mentioned before, that the Grillerette has the option to add some charcoal. So if you want, you can add some charcoal very easily. The cobblestone is one stone, so you cannot do any changes. It is what it is. And if you want to add charcoal to the Lotus grill, you have to disconnect this. And then you need something to lift the, maybe you can use this from the Grillerette to lift the grill plate. Then you need to take off the lid. It was very hot and dangerous to add some. So we look price-wise. The Grillerette and the Cobb have a lid which you can put on to increase the temperature. The Cobb has no thermometer in it. The Grillerette has a thermometer, so you know exactly the temperature you're grilling on. And the Lotus grill, for the same price, you only have the grill. If you want to buy, oh wow, got fire here. Fire in the grill, just a little bit. You can put on a lid, but it's very expensive. It increases the price with 30-40%. So we try to have the same price, and what do you get for your money? Okay, if you want to give some extra flavor to the food, you can easily add some chips to the charcoal to give extra smoke. You see, immediately get more smoke. You then put this on. You get a fire, but the fire will not go through the little holes. And you will get extra flavor then to the meat. You can intensify this by putting the lid on. And with the Lotus grill this is not possible because of the little lid which is on the charcoal container. With Cobb barbecue we can try what happens if we put some wood on the cobblestone, because you have no what do you call it? You have no airflow, so I don't know if this will give the same smell as what we have with Grillerette. Smells delicious. Included in the set is a wire grid. This you place on the Grillerette, turning it into an oven where you can grill indirectly. This is a unique function of the Grillerette. Now Grillerette has the feature of cleaning the grill plate. So because the water runs to the side, you can easily clean the grill plate. You see that all the grease is in the grease collector on the side. So after grilling we have the Cobb, which is still very hot, the cobblestone. We have the Grillerette, which has been cleaned already, and we have the Lotus grill, which actually got some flames during grilling because the grease drips all the way down and caught some fire. I have put the differences of these three barbecues in the schedule. But first I want to say that we are comparing what you can get for 159 euros at these three brands. If you want to add a lid to the Lotus grill to compare, the price goes up with 82 euros, so about 50%. First, after starting the Cobb, it has a grill surface with the right grilling temperature. The grill plate is quite slippery for round food, as you saw before. It does not have the option to adjust the temperature, and it does not have a thermometer in the lid, so you have no idea at what temperature you are grilling. The price per session is 3.17 euro for the cobblestone, and you can't extend the grilling time except by replacing the cobblestone. Second, Lotus grill does not have an evenly heated grill surface and needs to be on full power to give enough heat in the center to be able to grill. You need to move food from the outer part to the center all the time to grill evenly. We saw that the grease in the bottom caught fire, what can quickly ruin your dinner. Adding charcoal is dangerous and complex. The price per session is €1.13. Finally, the Grillerette can by far have the highest temperatures, with the fan on full power. This is always necessary to sear a thicker piece of meat. Reducing the fan speed simply kills the heat due to lack of oxygen. So setting the right temperature is quite easy. The option of indirect grilling is unique, as also the grease collector with water keeping the grease moist instead of burning onto the grill surface inside, what we saw with the other two models. The thermometer in the lid gives you the exact data you need to prepare your food perfectly. Adding wood chips is easy, as also adding charcoal for extra hours of grilling. The sum of these points make us believe that Grillerette has the best numbers, and with a price per session of only 23 euro cents, it's by far the best deal for your barbecue season.